Let's go. What's up, bro? We got a podcast in the Metaverse, bro.
Yeah. Who knew that this is what it was all building up to through the entire first season? And now we are here kicking off season 2 with all of you guys, a live studio audience.
Let's go. Every Tuesday.
A podcast. We didn't even know what was happening. We were 15 episodes into this.
It seems to be helping and impacting a lot of people. We'll see you every Tuesday on the Metaverse podcast. Peace.
I don't know why I chuck deuces. Like I don't chuck deuces. What was that?
What is up, everybody? What is going on? This is your boy Jason Earls with Metaverse. And of course, what's happening? Aztec Consulting is in the building. The first comment of the day. Congratulations to you. But man, exciting times. Of course, Aaron is across the pond. But guess who we have here? We got Kimberly Ann in the building as always. What's happening, Kimberly Ann? Hope you are good. Always good to see your shining comments in the area, in the comment area over here. Y'all can't see those. But man, so Aaron's across the pond, as we said last week, and man, I had an amazing time this weekend. First of all, man, my son got his first D1 offer in football. So shout out to my son, which is just, we're having those conversations with all the college coaches. So that's a lot of fun. And Sturm, Church Hills Comedy Club, 18 plus. Sturm sound like a club with somebody trying to get hooked up. You know, this is 18 plus. We don't want nobody in the way while we're trying to get hooked up. Mama Bree is in the building. What's up, Mama Bree? Oh, sorry, I hit that. I'm gonna let Lolly drive backstage. And of course, Sensei J is in the house, is in the building. Yeah, y'all, it's pretty cool because I was an athlete, but I wasn't a D1 athlete. And so for my son, of course, Sensei J's son is in his freshman year in college, crushing it. And so it's just a big deal seeing my son get his first offer, something that he's worked so hard for. And now they're starting to roll in. So, deciding which coaches are really going to pursue or he's going to engage in. So that's a lot of fun. And then on Sunday after church, after speaking 2 services, my wife and I and the kids, we shot up to Norman, Oklahoma, home of Oklahoma University. And I did a comedy show for Victory Family Church. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. We had a blast. And so that's what's going on in my world. I don't want to waste a lot of time today because I'm excited about our guests. Of course, we'll bring out Lolly D in a few minutes, but man, like y'all, and you all know this, in the Metaverse, you get to see a lot of people do a lot of amazing things. And the Soapstone is all about collaboration and, pushing others to the spotlight. What's up, Astro Soapstone? How you feeling, man? So, it looks like my mic went. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Keep talking. Y'all can hear me? Okay. Looks like my mic went dead. All right. So I'm having technical difficulties with my Zoom right quick. I am going to switch something. I just saw the light. It's amazing y'all can hear me because right now I'm panicking. I am straight up panicking that my Zoom seemingly went out. So just bear with me, if you will. There we go. It's saying low battery for some reason. I don't like this. I really don't like it, everybody. Uh, so I have a Zoom. Let me just show y'all my setup right quick. So I have this Zoom with this mic, and then I have a Zoom recorder that goes into my computer. I don't know what y'all use for y'all setup, but for some reason, my Zoom just said battery is out. I run it through my computer power, so there's no reason why it should say that it's out. And it is saying that it's out. And but y'all still can hear me. Can everybody still hear me? This is amazing. All right. Well, we will go on. The show will continue to go on. Where Lolly is the producer. She's supposed to be over here. And all right, we just gonna. If y'all cannot hear me, because I'm a little self conscious now, it's coming from my computer. All right, thank you. All right, so so again, so Soapstone is all about collaboration and pushing one another to the others to the spotlight. And so this individual that Aaron cannot be here. Man, I was thinking who could my guest be, and I actually wanted her to come on last time Aaron wasn't here. But man, I see this amazing woman doing a lot of amazing things in the metaverse. It's and not just in the metaverse, but I see her impacting our universe through the metaverse. It's pretty amazing just how she's taken the metaverse to people, into organizations, into businesses who aren't necessarily exposed, who still skeptical about the metaverse. So I wanted her to come up here today and just kind of have a conversation. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome to the stage my sister, Bernice Lumen from Creative Services. Yeah.
Hey, my brother.
Yeah.
How are you?
Oh, good. How you doing?
I am well. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Every time I get a chance to just speak, I just thank God for that. So I appreciate it. And so for those who think I'm super weird, I am on the Apple Vision Pro right now. So,
Yeah.
so hello everybody. This is my persona.
So this is what the Apple Vision Pro looks like. So you got your headset on right now,
Yes.
and you're wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I feel like I'm talking to what's the you remember on Elmo or Pee Wee Herman when somebody come in and like what's that cartoon?
I don't know, but I'm
Yeah,
imagining it.
I feel like I'm like mirror, mirror in on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? All right,
Yes.
so you and I first met because man, you actually reached out to me to invited me to a conference
Yes.
in the metaverse.
Yes.
So you had this conference. It was it was a faith based conference in the metaverse,
Yes.
and I was blown away because that was the first. I've been to a lot of conferences in real life, but never been to one other than the big meta
Yeah.
conference that we have. And so you did this. First of all, talk to me about your background. Like you
Yes.
clearly got an MBA, so let's go, Master of
Yes.
Business.
And a bachelor's in business administration, in management. So I in real life, my goal and what my experiences and what I do is help businesses, like you said before, help businesses and faith based organizations, whether they're nonprofits, religious organizations, or just businesses, and help them build their brand, helping them also as I am a certified coach, so I help along with goal setting, accountability, helping clients with their branding, their marketing, making sure that they have technology as well and that they're not behind. The bulk of my work, I've noticed, was when the pandemic happened, and I've
Mm,
been doing this for 20 plus years, but the bulk of I seen the evidence truly during the pandemic time, where I was able to help a lot of the businesses and ministries that weren't online. They didn't have the websites. And so I teach, companies hire me to go to their either go to their facility, or I bring them to me, whether it's a webinar setting or I travel across the world to go to these organizations, making sure that they are literally in today's age with technology. And so that's a little bit of what I do, just helping businesses and ministries brand, market, and make sure that they are um, well advanced with technology, so they're not behind. And I know you said my brother, my sister, we are both in faith based organizations, and so I'm sure, can testify to this. A lot of organizations or sectors are normally they're normally advanced or somehow using technology. But what I find is either small businesses or faith based organizations are normally the last organizations to adapt to technology. And so that's where my company comes in, to make sure that we're not that last organization. Whether you're small business, I work with people that are just one person sometimes in the organizations, trying to build their small business, maybe five to the team. And I also work with nonprofit organizations, so they're not behind. So that's what I do.
That's
I
great.
help them.
That's cool. I feel like I'm talking to my conscience. Like
Yeah.
when
Yeah. And so, and two, also, you mentioned about the event. I'm also an event host. So I bring on, every year, sometimes even multiple times a year, I gather a team of people, a team of experts, and I put them all into one room, and I bring the people who actually need what they have, and I put them in that space. Like, we just got back from Kenya. I'll be headed to a faith-based, literally the same conference that you see in the metaverse I do in real life. We're headed to London in September. So the goal is I do it in December, after the original conference that's in real life in September. So, when people saw the conference in the metaverse, it's literally not something I just started. I've been doing events for many years, but I want to engage and bring in technology, what
yeah,
I'm teaching. Like, if I'm teaching leaders to engage into technology and to grab a hold or embrace technology, I'm going to be that testament. Like, hey, come into the metaverse and let us teach you, and let me bring these experts. So it's literally what I do in real life. Exactly what you see what I do in the metaverse.
so 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 you were in what country was it in on the conference?
Kenya in September, I
Yeah,
hosted a Christian leadership conference. It's called a Christian Business Summit. I do that every year. And we just came back from Kenya in September. So this coming September, I'm hosting it in London.
let's go. So how's the MetaQuest accepted in the metaverse going over in Kenya?
So I'm gonna definitely find that out for sure.
Oh,
So because I go back to Kenya next month, and I'm
okay.
also training a school students there. Tech. Big shout out to Tech Training College, that's in Kinhancha, Kenya, and I have a team that's gathering with me, and we're going to be teaching them. And I'm working real close with the directors and helping them as well with technology, with the virtual reality. Now,
Yeah,
good question, is because when I've been there with my headset, I was already from the US, and everything was already connected from my account from the US. So it's I haven't tested it there, just starting a whole entire new
yeah,
headset there in Kenya. But I can say that last year my goal was I wanted a bunch of headsets so that they could experience it. But long story short, I did connect with a team that that offers the or sells the headsets to Meta, but they told me they didn't offer customer service or tech service or tech support for Kenya. So
Yeah.
so there you go.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
there's not a
So,
tech support that's offered through Meta.
right.
But of course, I'm trying to work my way around that because we do have countries that are not familiar with technology at all. And that's my goal, is to bring forth a team that can assist them and help them so they're not behind, because there's a technology school there that I'm the chairperson of the school. And so I work alongside the directors on a almost a day-to-day basis or a weekly basis to make sure that they understand that what I'm doing here at Loma Creative Services they can do and beyond. And not, I don't want the barrier just because they're in a poor country or area. So that's something that, we're working on, and hopefully I can get Meta on board somehow,
Yeah.
to offer that support, because there are other countries that really want that connection with Meta as well.
Yo, so what's amazing, I spent a good deal of time in Ghana.
Oh,
And
good.
and so in this particular village, like what a lot of people think, there's this misnomer that like when people think, first of all, like a lot of people don't know a lot about Africa. In
Yeah,
fact, typically
correct.
when some people you go somewhere to a country on the continent of Africa, they always refer to that country as Africa. A lot of people think that Africa is a country.
Correct.
It's like,
Correct.
yeah.
Correct.
So when I went to Ghana, like so there are a lot of wealthy areas, um, and on the continent, and particularly in that country of Ghana. But then there are some places that are below the poverty rate. And so
Yes.
there was one village that I was in, and the kid was walking, and he was about 14, 15. And he was like, I'm coming from school. I'm like, okay, man, what you studying? He said, computers. I'm like, okay.
Yes.
Like, what you studying computers? And he was learning Excel.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, what you do? Bernice, this brother pulled out a book. He had no computer, no access to a computer. He had just a booklet of Microsoft Excel.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like page one was just said, click open,
Yes.
click file. Once you click file, click new. That's how he was learning computers.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm just aware of the disadvantage that a lot of countries or areas in particular countries are behind the eight ball on
Yes.
technology. But you also say like churches, typically churches, man.
Yes. And the thing is, Jason, is that it's sad that we are in the US with so many privileges and access to advanced technology, and there's so many sectors that are well advanced. We're talking about the health field, where I just read an article of a doctor was performing surgery with the Apple Vision Pro. Then we have sectors in the health and beauty where you now have robots that are offering your whole entire view with eyelashes. I was watching that. It was a beauty salon out of California, that you can just walk in and get the robot to put on your lashes. So there's so many sectors that are using technology now, but sadly, our religious organizations are sometimes behind. Not all of them, but majority, and
Yeah,
especially it's a lot of us, especially the minority faith leaders, tend to not put forth effort and see the importance of technology. And this is where I come in. Sometimes it's a rough fight, because sometimes and it's a culture too, because there's just a few of us culturally that we tend, the minority culture, faith-based organizations, we tend to put forth our effort more into prophetic services, revivals, and those things are great, but bring in someone that can help train you, because
Get a
I don't want to see
TV,
your
bro.
live stream. I don't want to see your live stream and I can't really hear you, you know?
Yeah.
And those are some things that I'm like, I need to help them on. Yeah.
So yeah, so that and I what I see you doing is, and thank you for always like posting what you do, but it's nothing to see you in some state, in
Yes.
some room at a conference with some leader, and they have on a quest,
Yes.
a quest set, and what's the experience when people first put that headset on?
They love it. And even some, like I said earlier, I work with some organizations that don't have the budget for a headset. Even now, the headset, the Quest 2 is $200. I had a couple of clients that person took advantage of that deal. But even that, there are some organizations that are looking for multiple ones and don't have that budget for that. And so what I do, what I bring them into the space of Loma Creative Services. We have a studio in Savannah, Georgia, where we have several headsets they can put on, get the experience, and even host their own events
Wait,
inside our
stop, stop,
space.
stop, 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 stop,
Yeah.
stop. I knew this. I think I kind of saw this.
Yes.
So you have a MetaQuest, like a studio,
I
like
have a
it's
s- so it's not titled Metaverse Studio, but I have a studio where people come in and get their podcast. They're able
right.
to get create their content. Those who want to do like even such like what you're doing right now. We have clients who don't have the beautiful background. We have the setup. We have the advanced cameras. We have the lighting. We have top notch internet services, just like the big hotels when you have to sign into the internet and then you look at we have all of that, the advanced equipment that they need, the green screen and the lighting, we have all the mics, and so for those who may not can do that, we have that. And then we also have the VR headsets for those who want to experience it, those who need to have their host their events in the metaverse and don't have the money. We have several headsets that they can use.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So you're giving access to the people who don't have it, and
Yes.
so how was their response when? How have you seen that
Oh,
add value?
they love it. In fact, I started documenting their responses, and it's on our YouTube channel, VR Loma Creative Services. So, from pastors, from nonprofit organizations, from businesses, we had coaches. You actually can see them live in action at VR Loma Creative Services. I created some shorts, I created some videos, some just short mini ones, and just sharing their very first experience. Like, literally, I get them when they take off the headset immediately and I like we're recording right now. Tell me what you just experienced. And so you actually can see that at vrlomacreativeservices.com. You'll see a couple of them that shared their experience. I record them talking about it, and a lot of them they love it. In fact, I'm working with a nonprofit organizations right now. Thank you. I'm working I'm as well as VR Loma Creative Services for the YouTube,
For the YouTube.
and I'm working real close with nonprofits right now, one particularly who has a STEM program, and who the director had no clue about VR, never experienced it, never heard that this was a thing. And so I invited the director and her team to the office. Listen, I sat them down, wanted to experience them because they're a STEM program. And
Yeah,
I'm like, you are a STEM program and they are STEM nationally. This is where you should be across the board with your STEM program. We're talking about
right.
technology here and science, education, mathematics. We're talking about this, but if you have no clue of what virtual reality is, you are behind. Literally, I said it straight up. And so they came to the office, got an experience. When I tell you, this lady was so pumped up and excited to experience virtual reality. This lady did a whole campaign, got people, her partners involved to get them a couple of headsets. I'm literally about to train their team and their STEM program students and help them with virtual reality. And that's what I do. I bring them
Come
in
on,
space, let
somebody.
them experience it. And in fact, I told her when I go to Kenya next month, I want her students for the STEM program. They do a STEM summer program. And I told her, in fact, I want to bridge the gap between Kenya students and her STEM students. So we are already preparing a plan where they can meet Kenya students with the VR. So yeah, that is exactly what I do. That type of
That's
experience. Yeah,
that's
we
what.
had even one nonprofit organization director. She has a lupus foundation, and so I recently connected her to Paige. I don't know if you know Paige. Paige does a lot of great
Yeah,
things in Horizon Worlds, the Women in Horizon World event. And I arranged a setup where she and another nonprofit organization director could come in, get the experience of VR, and also be teachers. They were actually introducing themselves and what they do. And this will help Salathia Deloach is her name, and her foundation is Deloach Lupus. And so what I help her do is I told her come to the office and experience it. This lady went on and purchased her headset already. She's now working to create her own space to build awareness in lupus in the metaverse. And so that's one of the things I do, just bring them on, more of the ongoing onboarding process and giving them that experience and let them know that what you're doing is amazing, but let's go beyond because there's now people that you can impact also in the metaverse. She
that's
is Lolly. I love Paige, and she was so welcoming to my two clients that just recently participated in the Women in Horizon Worlds. And so there's a video of them also. Their very first time, they were a little nervous. You're talking about their experience. They were a little nervous. It was their very first time actually teaching. Um, or talking. They exposed themselves and their organization and their mission and their purpose, and they really enjoyed it. And thanks to Paige for giving them that welcome, that warm welcome, and they loved it. Yeah,
so good. And so you build as well, huh?
I build as well, but I don't label myself as a builder. I'm more of a creator creating experiences.
Yeah,
And because of my busy schedule, also, I don't have that much time to create. So I bring on other builders and creators and I give them the vision. And so just to see that, come together is amazing.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of amazing, I want to bring on Lolly D from
Yes.
behind stage. Come on up.
Hey
Boom.
guys.
Hi, Miss
Hey.
Hey
Lolly.
Bernice, I just I typed in there, if you want something done, give it to the busiest person because you are truly one of those people. My gosh,
Thank
you're
you.
doing everything. You're spreading yourself out everywhere and
Thank
all
you.
in the name of helping others.
Yes.
It is what makes this community so amazing and you
Yes.
are definitely one of its stars. Wow.
Thank
You
you.
are really doing it. You're really knocking it out.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And thank you. You're doing amazing things. You working behind the scenes and you just coming up like, hey.
Yeah, no, I love being part of this because I get to listen to them and I've learned so much from both of them. I consider them
Yes.
both mentors. And so yeah, I it's a great spot to be in. And then I get to
Yes.
spotlight some of the people here, which is wonderful. But today it's about you and it's great.
Thank you.
Wow, I'm blown away. I didn't know some of these things that you were doing, and it's so good to hear. You
Yes.
said something about the churches and the technology. That is a
Yes.
real problem, not just with churches, but pretty much in a lot of volunteer communities because
Yes.
their
Correct.
budgets are so limited, right? They're
Yes.
nonprofits. And a lot of times we have people with amazing heart at the helm of these people of these places, and not just churches, but a lot of places. And maybe they don't have the business savvy.
Yes.
Some do, but trying to put the money where it's best used is hard, and definitely when it's something new, it's really
Yes.
hard for people to grasp it. But you are so right. You are so
Yes.
right.
And I definitely understand that because I, like I said, I work alongside nonprofits, not just faith-based organizations, but just, those small nonprofit organizations. I'm working with one now who their organizations, they help veterans. And so they recently got a headset as well. So I'm connecting them to builders and people that can help them also in this space to share their mission. And yes, you are correct. These are individuals that normally are always doing the work. And so they're behind the scenes. And a lot of times, like you said, they don't have those individuals that are actually teaching them the tech, not what's ahead, because they're
Right.
thinking about just working and they're behind
Right.
the scenes. And so little me, I come in, with my team and say, hey, let's help them. Let's show them this is another way that they can spread their mission and their vision. And a lot of times it's not also just VR. We in real life, I am also telling them, hey, you may need to retweak your logo, or you may need a brand video to share your mission. And so they come into the office, create their videos and their tutorials. We help with courses. It's a plethora of services that we do offer, and of course, getting them into the metaverse is one of them.
And this is why I said, when you want something done, you give it to the busiest person. I was just telling Jason before you came out, I don't know how in the world y'all make time to balance everything out. It's amazing. But here
Thank
you
you.
are, always reaching out to help others. And
Yes.
because of wonderful people like you that are reaching beyond the metaverse to say, look at us, and giving
Yes.
all your own time and energy to do that.
Yes.
You are what's building horizons along with all the other things that are going on in here,
Thank you.
definitely helping a lot. We've got people like Rob from Thrive with the senior community.
Yes.
My friend Jen Smash, she's now going to be working with amputees to create something in here.
Yes.
And wow, that's great. She's
That's
found freedom.
amazing.
Yeah, she's found freedom in here, and been able to build a whole new existence for herself after suffering that. So just
Yes.
great people doing great things, and you're definitely
Yes.
one of them. So
Hey,
thank you
Yes.
for
Thank you.
everything.
speaking
Thank
of
you.
great people, who's gonna be on the Good Morning Soapstone?
Good morning, Soapstone. Oh, we got a fun one tomorrow. It's going to be the talent people. We got a lot of talent shows going on in here,
Yeah.
Oh,
which is
awesome.
fun. And I
Yeah.
love them because in this particular one, they are actually have a first prize of $500, which, by the way, a lot of those people who are part of the program put that money in themselves. But they feel that the people that are out here entertaining us deserve to be paid. We build
Yes.
shows
That's
around
great.
these guys. They've been given all their time, all their energy, and they get nothing back except our love and respect. But
Yes.
it's about time we spread some of that around. So
Yes.
that's what I have going on there, and that's going to be great. But more importantly than that, what's coming, you guys. We got the new build. Oh
I
my
saw
gosh, I'm
that.
so
Yeah.
excited!
That is
It's
amazing.
it's gonna be, and we finally said it out loud, which is it's in Honolulu Bay, Hawaii, which to me is, you guys know I'm a beach girl. I'm a beach girl, and
Let's
that
go.
speaks to me. So this is going to be great. We're going to start all of this. We're already started
Yes.
celebrating, but we're going to have parties and shows all around this new theme. It's just going to be amazing. I'm so
Yes.
excited.
Jason, are you doing a comedy show or some there? What are you doing?
It's one. Aaron and I talking. We'll do
Yes.
one. We're gonna announce one soon.
All right,
Yeah,
good,
it's
Yeah,
good.
your time, Jason. Just
yeah,
throw in some comedy shows. Let's go.
yeah.
Yes. You
Absolutely.
saw you saw how I put him on the spot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that
Somebody
to
else
him all
did
the
it last
time.
week. I forgot who it was.
That's because we love
Yes.
Jason and we love when he's
Yeah.
there, and it's a good time. I've had the pleasure of getting to interview him, and it was just a great show and a wonderful time.
Yes.
So anytime Jason's involved, it's a great experience at the
Yes.
Soapstone. We're excited. Yeah,
Indeed.
so
And
that's what's happening.
congratulations to the team. Yeah,
Let's
that's
go.
awesome.
Honolulu
Great
Bay.
builders, great builders and
Yes.
scripters working on the Soapstone. Yes, and it takes a village. Boy, do we have a village working on the Soapstone.
Great.
A lot.
Great.
Yeah, in
Great.
So
front
good.
and go behind. So great
Good.
times.
Yes.
All right,
So,
I'm going back. I'll see y'all. Let me see if I
All
can
all
get
right.
myself there.
right, Lolly.
Peace.
Thanks for
You're welcome, Lolly. She's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I
Always
want to do.
bubbly.
Yeah, absolutely. Just such an always encouragement. It's. I see why she lives in California because she's a red sunshine all the
Yes.
time, man. Yo, so all right. So where's home? Savannah, Georgia.
Originally, a town called Windsor, North Carolina, but I've been in Savannah, Savannah, Georgia for about 15 years now. So to me, this is home.
Okay. What's your
Yeah.
What did you get your undergraduate degree?
Business administration.
Where? What school?
Oh, Elizabeth City State University in North
Really?
Carolina. Yep.
You know, I'm from Portsmouth, Virginia.
Oh, so you know Elizabeth City State?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
45 minutes from my house.
Wow. And I think my old pastor was from Portsmouth, Elder
Who?
Taft Perkett.
Who?
Elder Taft Perkett.
Okay.
He and his wife would travel from, I believe, Portsmouth to Windsor, North Carolina every Sunday. And I remember that
Wow.
as a little girl. Yep.
Let's go. My family roots are in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. So
I know a couple people in Rocky Mount. In fact, one of my partners is in Rocky Mount. She has Tilda Whitaker. She has a coaching institute. So she and I partner in a
let's
coaching.
go.
Yeah,
Let's
small
go.
world.
Well, man, you are crushing it. I'm so glad that we could
Thank
hang out today.
you.
I'm blown away. Just the stuff that you're doing to get everybody further all over the
Yes,
universe. Well, all over the world. It's
yes,
pretty
thank
awesome.
you. And
And I just
anytime you need me, let me know. Just send me the DM. Definitely, I would be
absolutely,
honored. Yeah,
absolutely. And but I still feel like you need some like kind of like some little like angelic music with the way that
let's
you
do it. Make it happen. Come on, Lolly, in the
oh,
background. Make it happen, Lolly.
well,
Get to work,
Bernice,
Lolly.
yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with us, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week, same place, same time, with some more Metaverse. Thanks, y'all. We'll see
Thank
you.
you.